And that one misses.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. We've got Kyle Lowry. Kevin Durant is out there with Hayes. And it's Red in at the 2. Here's Lowry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got 7 points.
Yeah, this guy has spent a lot of his career in the painted area and knows how to finish. Kyle Lowry inside.
Wallace left side. Over Durant. Wallace misses.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Shot's good by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 points in the quarter. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Mavs. 7-point differential. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the wing on the left. Red. The three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Bird. 9 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Up and over Lowry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Fires for 3. And Lowry is good for 3. 10 points for him.
Wow, that is some big-time range. My goodness gracious, Kyle Lowry from well beyond the line.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stat.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Will go for a different look here. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
Well, you look at Barnes coming in at 5th in the dunk contest voting. A high flyer.
And you know he really wants to perform this year. It's going to come down to the wire to see if he gets into the contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a 3, I'll make one right in your eye.
Beyond the arc. And that one's good. DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Durant's shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter here. Here's DeBusschere. 5 points in the game. Up and over Lowry. Offensive rebound. Eden passes to Bird. Got a hand on it. And it's rejected. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stat for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Pure from three-point range.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to DeBusschere. 1:03 left to play in the third quarter. They set a pick. A little mid-range shot is up. Good work there as it goes. DeBusschere's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
And here's Durant. The three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's DeBusschere. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Bird, that's good. Bird's got 9 points now in the second half.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Red can't get it to go. Pass to DeBusschere. Shoots from the elbow. And that one off the back of the rim and in. DeBusschere's got 11 points. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is... mic'd up.
Contest 2, right? We'll contest.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Bird in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Barnes, over Love. Again, the Clippers score.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Here's Arenas. Drops in the three.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Wallace. Banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Well, it's his intelligence that puts Kyle Lowry up there with the top assist men in the NBA.
Here's DeBusschere. There's the triple. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
It's Lowry with a drive to the inside. And Love with the basket on the assist from Lowry.
Well, Kyle Lowry loves the chance to catch the defense napping in the pick and roll. Pretty much no one better at getting it going.
Pass to Bird. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
20 feet out. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Kyle Lowry doesn't need a lot of room to get his jump shot off. Gets to the mid-range sweet spot and lets it fly.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And Ty Lue has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Group out there. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's Red. Missed inside. The Clippers lead by 9. Anunoby on the wing, guarded by Durant. They set the screen. From 10 feet away. And Walton pulls it down. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Walton. Here's Red. No good on the triple.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Back to Anunoby. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
To the left side wing. Red. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Anunoby's got 6 points in the quarter.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the 3-point shot in response. Wow.
And Doris, when you... Think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer. That's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft. Kevin Durant is going to be remembered most for his prowess as a scorer. But, folks, we're talking about one of the most complete, passionate basketball players in the history of the game.
Here's Maravich. Let's go with a 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
KD out here flexing on people.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Brunson taking his time here. A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter here. Bird passes to Brunson. Up and over Lowry. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Clippers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. So it's Los Angeles now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Bird, the shake. And it's good on the lay-in.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Anunoby. It's Hayes with the rebound. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Walton. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Michael Redd.
Now Los Angeles with it. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Hayes against Anunoby. Here's Maravich. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time now to present our player of the game.